I can't believe how well this video aged. 8.4 million views 5 years ago. Like, I want you to Google and see the video games that were released 5 years ago, and you can understand the power of this modern day Nostradamus. The government should hire this person because he is so accurate at predictions. He may actually help improve our nations. So, he is making fun of how a game development studio looks like. It shows that this is the first character that they created for a video game, right? So it looks like a Conan the Barbarian archetype. The West used to make a lot of these types of animations. They were great. However, they encounter a snag. So why is the character white, right? And they're basically saying that all the characters that are made in video games are white. This is a complete falsehood, by the way, because back in the day, most RPGs allow you to character customize, and you could play as black characters, unless it was like a video game that was built on a specific story. Like, for example, The Witcher, where you have to play as Geralt, or Splinter Cell, where you had to play as Sam Fisher. Most other games genuinely allowed you to customize. And this is happening since Baldur's Gate 2. Like, Baldur's Gate 2 allowed you to play with Asian or black characters. But the activists came in and they were saying, no, like all the characters are white, and therefore you have to change them. So they changed the character. They make him now into a black dude. But again, the activists aren't happy, and they're basically saying, it's like, well, why does it have to be a dude? Like, aren't women a thing? And the artist is saying, yeah, but like men are stronger than women. And he's like, well, don't you know a single woman that's stronger than you? And therefore, you have to make it into a woman, right? Like fighting against the archetype where women are support classes, witches, and sorcerers. Like, no, we want a female barbarian. So now the model has changed. As you can see, like, it already looks kind of, I mean, sure, like a rogue would look better, but seeing, like, a woman that has, like, this frame, carrying a two-handed sword, looks a little bit out of place. Just a little bit, but fine, whatever. Still, they decided to change, and they made the improved version, right? And this is where we're at. I guess, like, the only thing that this person was unable to predict about the future is the fact that this would actually be a guy. Like in a modern video game, this would be a male character. The interesting thing, like, when you look at it, and you play this entire video, I don't want to play it in its entirety because of copyright. Like, I don't know the owner of the channel and how they deal with copyright. But the interesting thing is that it's not what's entertaining, right? Like, it's not what the market wants. It's literally like, let's go for the most implausible scenario. Like, isn't there a woman stronger than you? Okay, then put it in. Isn't there, like, somewhere a person that's a man that looks like this? Okay, well, if there's just, like, one put it in. Like, at no point do they even care about immersion, about what the market wants, about what sells. They're literally, like, contrarians, And if you listen to these activists, if you listen to what they say, they flat out admit that our job is to make people feel uncomfortable, right? So, like, if they cause social media buzz, as long as there is one person who doesn't like this, they're extremely happy. Like, for them, success is seeing people complaining on forums. That's when they know that they have accomplished their goal. So basically, he goes on about the story, and the story is about romance. And this is something that I discussed on my channel, that there are no more romances in Western stories. Like, you're not going to get another Mulan, another Titanic. Like, no, all the Western stories that are made now are completely against the heteronormative aspect, so you're not going to get romances. And instead, the artist is asked to make LGBTQ representation, so here we have it. And again, like, I'm really surprised, especially if you look at the comment section. I can't believe that this was made 4 years ago. Absolutely hit the nail on the head with this one. Thank you for the effort of making this. The thing that I find very interesting is that people like myself and people like this individual, we managed to predict everything that's happening. Like, if you go to my videos on my main channel from 5 or 10 years ago, I was literally predicting this to the point where there's a famous quote from Anita Sarkeesian saying, "Nobody is trying to take your sexy women away from video games." But unfortunately, that's literally what they did. Like, they genuinely took away most of the aesthetics from video games and made them look like something incredibly unappealing that doesn't cause any type of immersion, that is genuinely made to make the player feel uncomfortable. And it is what it is. I mean, there is Japanese animation, there's manga, like there's other things. The indie game titles exist, so it's not like this can last forever. I mean, I'm already hearing from my friends within the industry that at many studios, a lot of their diversity hires are being laid off. But unfortunately, it doesn't go all the way up to middle management, right? Because as you guys saw in a previous video, firing people, especially activists and people who aren't interested in the product and are completely disconnected from what the market wants, firing those people is very litigious. Like, even if you fire them for legit reasons, because they're not doing a good job, or because they're not capable, or they have ideas that create this type of stuff, you can still get a lawsuit. And by the way, like, the main problem that I know is that the HR, like the middle management, is completely taken over by activists at many game studios. And what ends up happening is that they create a culture of fear, to the point where if you're an artist and you know that this won't sell, like, people don't want to buy this, you're going to just be quiet. Because if you say something, if you say anything, you can be targeted, right? So they're unfireable, but unfortunately you are. So most artists are going to be asked, okay, well, I want you to draw this female character with a strong jawline, make her breasts smaller, give her more masculine features, and the artist is just going to comply, right? Like, for them, at this point, it's not even about creativity. It's not even about making a product that they like. It's just a job. So they're going to draw whatever they're asked in drawing. So this is why, like, a lot of people say that games have no soul anymore, because back in the day, the artist was allowed to create. Like, for example, in my video game, I'm allowing my artist a lot of creativity because I trust him and he understands the product that we're making. So, like, allowing a person that actually draws for a living to have creativity is actually a benefit for the company. But unfortunately, at AAA games, that doesn't happen anymore. They're treating artists the same way that you would treat ChatGPT. Like, they have a vision, and they do not allow the artist to deviate even a little bit from that vision. And unfortunately, we are witnessing what I do believe right now is the crash of the AAA gaming industry. Like, when you have a year where more than 4 titles have came out broken on launch, I don't know how else to call it. But let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.